Hello everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching Damar's Coaching. I want to welcome new subscribers to the channel. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for joining us today. This is a question and answer video. I do it every single Monday. What I'm doing is today I'm answering your guys' questions that people asked from last Monday, the last Q&A video. So this comes out every single Monday. Today, anybody want to ask questions, go down in the comment section, ask me anything you want. I'll answer them next Monday in the next Q&A video. Thank you. All I ask you guys to ask questions. Please tell us your location. Tell us where you are at. Thank you very much. I like to make a recommendation every week. This week I want to recommend some reading. Much needed reading for most of you guys. I think this might be a really, really good book. And at least it's getting you guys in the right direction. Focusing on stuff that you need to focus on more than just narcissists. So this is a book about cognitive behavioral therapy, and it's called 10 Strategies for Managing Anxiety, Depression, Anger, Panic, and Worry. All things associated with cognition. So this is a paperback book, under $10 on Amazon, of course. And what is cognitive behavioral therapy? I'll read it here for you. Cognitive behavioral therapy is a psychosocial intervention that aims to improve mental health. CBT focuses on challenging and changing unhelpful cognitive distortions and behaviors, improving emotional regulation and the development of personal coping strategies that target solving current problems. Originally, it was designed to treat depression, but its uses have been expanded to include treatment of a number of mental health conditions, including anxiety. CBT is often used as an umbrella term referring to a number of cognitive and/or behavior psychotherapies that treat defined psychopathologies using evidence-based techniques and strategies. Our cognition would be taking in information, using our senses and things like this, and thinking about it in our head and coming out with results that are appropriate. So anybody who's had long-term relationships with abusers and abusive relationships can definitely sharpen their cognitive skills. You guys ask me quite often, what can I do? This is something you can do and probably should do. If you guys don't mind reading, there's some reading here for you. There's also, it's available, audiobook for free, Amazon Audio, Kindle for $9, and audio CD. I have the link for the paperback version if you guys would like to or are interested in reading this. Thank you very much. Something I also like to mention every once in a while is something called Shane's Law Petition. Shane was a victim of a narcissistic abuse smear campaign, targeted for a long time, didn't know what to do. Shane had nowhere to turn, didn't know how to get help, and he took his own life. Someone started a petition in Shane's name for future victims of this, so they have somewhere to go, something to do about this. This is to make it a law that we can't socially, publicly target people like this. And me being a victim of this as well, I have been encouraged and motivated to see what I can do about this. And this is one way I have, one pathway I have for people in the future to have some resolve and help and support. So if you guys are interested, I would really appreciate it if you could follow the link in the description box for Shane's Law Petition. It'll take you to the petition, and all you have to do is sign. Doesn't matter where you're from. I'd really appreciate your support, and so would probably thousands of others. Thank you very much. So let's get started with the first question from Lana in India. Hello, Lana. Can you explain cognizant awareness a bit more, what it means with more examples and descriptions? So that's what I'm saying. And all of this, man, communication is just so vitally important. If you start analyzing the fact that we need people more than anything, we need relationships with people, and what more important thing can we sharpen our skills? What more important skill can we have than communicating with people to get the things we need and want, right? So being more aware, more cognizant of your surroundings, your environment, relationships, things like this will only help you with success in life, okay? I hope that makes sense. And thank you. If it doesn't, just ask me more. Thank you, Lana. Fit Mama from California, the Bay Area, hello. Any words of encouragement for us that are over the trauma and narcissists? Started over at a beautiful place. Thanks for helping me on my own journey. Oh, thank you for telling me. You're so welcome. So welcome. So what I wrote here is, life is better than you ever expected. We only doubt what we have not seen. Right? So it's real hard for me to show you something you guys can't see. And what I mean by that is, so many people, after experiencing this, coming out of this, realizing what they've been through, a huge traumatic, narcissistic, abusive relationship, and they say, I just want to feel like my old self. I want to be my old self. Well, your old self got in a lot of trouble, okay? And what we really want is to grow in life, period, and use this as a learning tool. This was a mistake. Learn as much as you can from it and start realizing why it happened so that it doesn't happen again. And in this process, you will become more mature. You'll raise your self-worth, respect, things like this, dignity, and you will find yourself be more self-aware, more stable sense of self, more emotionally stable, all these things. This should be a goal, emotional responsibility, right? So I hope that helps you guys, all of you. If you've been in multiple relationships, abusive relationships, you're not living. You're trying to stay alive, and there's much more to life. Okay, so there's much more to your guys' recovery and healing than just feeling better. You can take a drug and feel better, right? Much more to it. Much more to it. We need to understand it completely, and that's what feels better, and that's what helps us not do it again. That's actual growing, right? Thank you. Sarah, you're Danish. Thank you for reading the poem. It was a surprise to me. Oh, you're welcome. Hello, everyone. The poetic universe is also a place where you can create your mindset in a fun and creative way. I think it makes life a bit more fun. Here's one I have written myself. It was a little difficult to translate from Danish to English while retaining both rhyme and meaning. I think you did a good job, and I hope you don't mind me reading this. It's real short. Little human. You little human, in the tooth of time, don't you see that you are just a drop of brine? The ocean that you in despair are trying to reach does only stretch to the banks of the beach. Breathe in deeply and kind, let the ocean fill your mind. That was from Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. I love poems. It's just a great way to teach compassion and empathy for other people's experiences, apply them to your own, help you self-examine, validation, so much. I really love people's creative way of expressing their experience. Thank you. So next one's from Darlene from Kansas, I believe, United States. I've recently watched all your no contact videos after breaking my going on 3 no contact, and right away he started telling me all the things he did behind my back and love bombing me. We tattooed each other's names on each other, and he got it crossed off. I feel so ashamed, and my recovery feels like it's backtracked so much it's poisoning me, and he had the thought we were going to work it out. But I explained I'm choosing myself and blocked and deleted every social media outlet. What can I do to fix the damage I've caused myself? I don't know what to do. I feel stuck. Thank you for asking, Darlene. First, realize what caused you to go back to him, right? And let's not do that again. Let's change these things, okay? First of all, we need more awareness of what we're doing and why. So, learn how to process emotions. Most of you don't know what I'm even probably talking about. And so all of this is giving yourself what you need. And if that's emotionally, and emotionally is your body doing things, right? So if I can't give myself what I need, that means I'm probably not very in tune with what my body is doing. In other words, you guys have bad feelings and stuff like this, you try to ignore them instead of process them. In the process of processing emotions, you will learn what it is exactly. You will know why and understand it, and then you will fix it if you can, and you realize if you can't, stop thinking about it. This helps, okay? This really, really helps. So we've got to learn. We've got to learn why we're doing the things we're doing. Cognitive awareness, right? So what I was talking about earlier. Get other people's perspective. That helps. If you need to know what's going on in your environment, ask other people, right? Preferably somebody who's been through this and healed from this. Somebody who has experience helping others in this, like professionals. Okay? Get supportive people in your life that are just there for you. Great way to heal from shame is to have many strong, secure relationships with people. Friends help us feel better about ourselves. Okay? I'm sorry you went back. I hope you've been through enough pain and don't want to do that again. You know, I use this example a lot. But if you want to quit smoking cigarettes, then you need to be very conscious and aware of how bad smoking cigarettes is, right? And the reward you get from quitting. We lose track of these. We lose sight of these. We tend to tell ourselves, oh, I can quit later. I don't need to quit now. It's too hard. Okay? We keep focused on the reason why it helps us. Recovery might be more difficult down the road than it was when you first started. You might have been really excited and committed, and then after a while you aren't. It kind of dies down a little bit. You've lost focus. You've lost that feeling because you forgot about the reason you're doing it. Hope that makes sense. Thank you, Monica. Or no, that wasn't Monica. I'm sorry. That was Darlene. Thank you, Darlene. Next question is from Monica. I don't know where you're from. Please, guys, give us your location to ask a question. Thank you. Monica asks, I discarded him. He showed up at my house and beat me and tried to kill me. The police are involved. Why am I sad? He's bragging about his new girl. It's only been 6 days. I'm heartbroken with a beat-up face and a broken cheekbone. I'm awfully sorry, Monica. Oh, man. I'm glad the police are involved so that he doesn't do this again. And I hope that everything heals. Hope your face heals okay, Monica. And this is what I'm talking about, right? We need to be aware because look what you just asked. Why am I sad? Monica wants to know why she's sad when she lost her boyfriend. He's with somebody else within a few days and beat you up and beat your face and broken cheekbone. And he's bragging to everyone about his new girlfriend. You want to know why you're sad? I know what you're saying. You're saying somebody did me wrong. I should be mad and want to hurt them. But I'm just sad. Who cares what we should feel? Let's pay more attention to what we do feel. Okay? You feel sad. Pay attention to that. That's how we process this. That's how it goes away. Understand it. Give yourself a break. Have some compassion for yourself. I'm so sorry. Awful. I hope you have plenty of supportive people in your life that have compassion for you, that are there for you, Monica. Get as much help as you can. Get as much help as you can because it can't get more dangerous. It can't get more worse, right? There can't be, well, I mean, I guess it can. But I'm just saying, here we are at the worst. So get as much help as you can, Monica. Support, help, understand all of it. Learn why you got into a relationship with this person. Learn why it lasted so long, okay? Good luck. Ellen from the United States. Hello, Ellen. I'm having trouble and feeling pathetic that I'm still not fully healed. It's been almost 3 years since I've been out of a toxic relationship with my BPD, but I hate that I am still in therapy over this relationship while he is seemingly happy in his new relationship. Any advice? Thanks. Yeah, have your therapist help you with this. I don't know if they don't know how, or if you're not telling them, okay? But talk to your therapist about this. 3 years in therapy, you should at least understand some things like he's not happy. Seemingly happy means you're looking somewhere. Stop looking, okay? Start looking where you want to be, not where you've been, okay? You said you feel pathetic that you're not healed yet. That's shame. You feel like a bad person. I promise you, these feelings existed before now, before 3 years ago, way before that, before you met him. We need to feel better about ourselves. We need to. So we need to understand why somebody hurt us. Because this not understanding is what hurts. It's like someone not telling you why they left you. We're always left to believe it was our fault, we're bad for a person, not good enough, things like this. So you need to understand the reality of what happened, okay? I don't care how long it's been. We keep going. You're going to be healed. We may never stop working on this till the day we die, right? I've been doing this for years. I'm still learning. Still learning and still healing because of it, I guess. Aren't we all healing our whole lives? So, I'm glad that you're in therapy. Okay, so I would say that either the therapy's not helping enough, or maybe you're not telling them and being open enough. We need both. Okay? Both. Thank you, Ellen. Good luck. Colleen. Don't know where you're from. Please leave your locations, people. I watched your video on no closure and how you need to give it to yourself. Are there specific steps to follow? That's funny. I was just mentioning that. So the reason we need closure, the end of a relationship, we need to know why it's over, why it ended, why someone's leaving us. You know, we need to know these things because it hurts. If we didn't care, if it didn't feel anything, you know, things that don't hurt or we don't care or even affect us, we don't need closure to. This hurts. We need to understand. A parent abandoning a child, not letting them know why, the child feels insignificant, not good enough, ashamed, bad person. So not only do we talk when we end a relationship, we tell them how we feel, we tell them why we're ending it. We tell them why it's over. The person needs to know. Even if it hurts. Even if I'm not attracted to you anymore. At least you know that's why. So you don't have to go and reach for all these other worse conclusions, right? There can be much worse reasons than they're just not attracted to you anymore. I was, now I'm not. That hurts. But it feels better than not knowing. Feels better than not knowing. Are there specific steps to follow? Well, yeah, if you don't get the closure from someone and it hurts and you need it, then talk to somebody about it. We can vent to friends and we can go get help if we need it. And that's a responsible thing to do. Hire someone to help you understand. Have a different perspective from someone over here standing and looking and they're going to tell you a little bit different. If you hire somebody else, they might tell you a little something different. If you hire 10 different people or just have 10 different people looking at your situation and give you 10 different opinions of it, they might all be a little different. You might learn something from that. It's like being able to see better with 2 eyes rather than 1. Right? We got to know the truth. So you're trying to find the truth. And the truth shouldn't really hurt as much as it does without it. So as it starts to hurt less, you're getting closer to the truth. If you say, oh, it's because I'm stupid, fat, not good enough, and ugly, and that's probably not the truth because it hurts so much. You're coming to these yourself. And ending relationships can be depressing. Situational depression. A lot of people have from ending relationships. It's one of the biggest stressors in life. So when you're depressed, that little voice inside you that's always looking out for stuff becomes a really bad critic. And it tells you all kinds of bad things about yourself and dooming future. That's what happens when we don't have closure. Find the truth. Thanks. I definitely have time for more. Jean from Philly. Hello. I spent 11 years with my narc, caring for all of his needs. Even through years of incarceration, when he got out of jail, I took him into my home. Short story, he became fearsome, demanding, and violent. I filed a protection order. He ended up in jail again and recently died there. First, I was relieved. It was like the sky opened up and all the fear dissipated. I was totally liberated. I was breathing free air. But then, I was barraged with a tidal wave of emotions. I wasn't sure how to feel or if my feelings were humane or human. At the request of his family, I went to the memorial. How should I feel, David? No one talks about when your narc dies. So, how should you feel? I'm not telling you how you should feel. I have a feeling people have done that in your life, starting at a young age. You tell me, how does it feel? You're beginning to. Dive more into it. Give it time. Give it attention. How about this? I'm sorry for your loss. It doesn't matter if he's bad or good, unhealthy, healthy, abused you or not. I'm sorry for your loss. That was a big part of your life that is now gone. And we need to process this. There is a process of grieving loss. And it doesn't matter. We don't need to say, oh, it's not like it was a stupid, ugly pink stapler. I don't like pink anymore because, no, it doesn't matter. It's loss. That was a big deal in your life. There every day, went to bed every night, woke up every morning. Tons of traumatic experiences. So much emotion here. Give it so much time as you need until you feel better about it, okay? I'm sorry for your loss. That's all it is. I'm not apologizing for anything else except just that you have a huge loss. It's a void. It's gone. Let's replace that with something else. Okay? Don't ignore it. Thank you, Gene. Let's see, I'm just going to see where I'm at. Yep, I'm going to do one more. At least there's a lot of questions. It's great. David, this question and answer was phenomenal, especially the answer to the last question. That is exactly my narc description. The only difference is he has inferiority and grandiose complexes that switch back and forth. Well, that's what it is. If you have inferiority complex, you're overcompensating with grandiosity. There you go. It's false. It's BS. It's an ego. Care about what people think. That's it. Or what they see. You know? So that's what it is. And you never know what you're going to encounter upon each occasion. So you're always on pins and needles, because if he's feeling bad, I had better not be too cheerful. And if I was having a rough day and he hung the moon, anyway. Glad this came up. I knew he was covert, but this was a good description of a covert. What are other covert attributes? Well, covert's quiet. I mean, and there can be different kinds. I kind of don't care too much for those terms. It really doesn't help or explain much, I don't think. But you get into coverts. Well, there's different kinds of covert is quiet, covered, right? Don't want you to know. Where the overt is, it doesn't care. Outwardly, does openly. Covert, quiet, won't tell you anything about themselves. Will never tell you how they really feel. Never tell you what they're scared of. Never tell you what they're doing. Always plotting and planning, maybe. You know, behind your back. You'll introduce your girlfriend or boyfriend to a group of your friends or one of your friends, and then weeks, months later, you find out they're talking, and you're like, how are you talking? How do you guys know each other? Well, you introduced us, so I gave them my number, and we've been talking, no big deal, you know. And you're just sitting going, no, that is a big deal. That's weird, yeah. Covertly getting their way into your life, right? Hope that makes sense. Please ask me more if it does not. Thank you. Danica from California, hello. I'm wondering what you think would happen if a narcissist and a borderline got into one of these abusive relationships with each other. Well, I mean, that's extremely common. That's what's happening. And, you know, don't forget, many of you aren't that far away from borderline personality disorder, especially if you have CPTSD, very close. So what would happen? Well, any relationship can take different paths, but it all ends up at the same place, and that's failure. Failure with lots of hurt along the way, suffering. That's it. I mean, I can get into the dynamics, and I have before. If you would like me to, I can, but not that much difference, I don't think. Thank you. Hi, David. Oh, Carol. Carol from Adelaide, Australia. Hello, Carol. I have an odd question. I was discussing about being brainwashed, which I call mind effery. I've had it said to me that there is no such thing as we are responsible for ourselves. What's your opinion? Well, that's BS. That sounds like irresponsibility. That is. I'm not responsible for what I do. Okay, you're irresponsible. If I'm not responsible for what I do or for myself, who is? Someone's got to be. We can't have a society of no one's responsible for themselves. We're all responsible for each other. Maybe that's what this person's implying. That would be a god-awful mess, wouldn't it? Look what I did. Blame him. Well, if you don't like it, go talk to her. If you don't like what I'm doing, I can go do this all day. Yeah. Don't need to give that much time. Happy me. Hello. Why does my BPD, and you guys, it sounds funny when you say, why does my BPD, why does my NPD X, I would pick something else, to be honest. My X works with BPD. Why does my BPD X no longer celebrate her birthdays on Facebook like she previously did? Since I discarded her, it's been 2 years now, and a friend of mine has made me aware of this. I find it strange. I don't know. I don't know why your friend is checking for 2 years. Odd. And paying attention to things like this. But honestly, how would I know anything like that? I don't know. I wrote down here, maybe receiving attention elsewhere, or has fallen into a pit of shame and cannot get out. Maybe she prefers to remain delusional about her age. Maybe she's dead. I don't know. I'm sorry. Best thing is to come up maybe with whatever conclusion makes you feel comfortable and try not to think about it. Thanks. I'm going to cut this video off here, guys, and start part 2 in a minute. You guys will see it in 30 minutes or less. Thank you all. If you guys can help me, I put a lot of work and time into this. All I ask you guys, if you're getting some out of it, you appreciate it, you think somebody else will benefit something from this, if you can, just push a couple buttons. You might save someone's life. I'm not even saying that what I'm saying is the right answer for everyone, but at least if somebody stumbled upon my work, maybe it'll help push them in the right direction that is right for them, okay? Just make this more popular if you can. Thank you for watching it. Try to vote, the thumbs up or down thing. Comment, tell me why, ask questions. Subscribe to the channel, please. Please, support me if you can. And you can post this video on different social media and stuff, guys, okay? Different places. Thanks, guys. Love yourself first. I'll see you in part 2. Bye.